Motherfuckers. Welcome, welcome. This is my Club of Cottontails via Kottontale is Moist on YouTube. Because I am very much a moist individual indeed, and I am just flowing with life's moisture. We're going to have some rainbow content for this tantalizing Thursday. It is Thursday, the 12th of November, 2020. It means that it's the countdown, the official countdown to my birthday, but also literally 1 month from today. This day, 1 month in the future, I'll be doing my nature boudoir shoot. And if we get weather like today, oh my god, these pictures are going to be fire. Like, the pictures are going to be fire regardless. But if we get like this, like, dewy, moist, but sunny day, oh man. Oh my gosh, it's going to be. It's just already going to be epic, but it's going to be even more epic. So yeah, let's get some moist content spread, and then I actually need to grind some up. So I was thinking about preparing all of it before the meeting, but I was like, you know what? I kind of want to prepare it in Club Cottontail. So we have a little bit of our Cinderella's Dream, which is a sativa, and instead of giving or getting rather more sativa and indica separately, I went with a hybrid. We got some Lucky Charms. So I'm pretty interested to see what it tastes like. It looks delicious. Smoky Point Productions is a great brand. It is not as expensive as Fat Panda, but the buds straight look like some Fat Panda buds. So, delicioso. Mmm. Flowin' and chillin'. It's all you can do is flow with life's moisture. If you try to go against the flow, it's just gonna be difficult. I always say go with the flow. It's gonna put you in the right direction always. Um, I almost went with a different title if I'm being completely honest. I almost did. Uh, what was I gonna do? Ghosted so much you'd think I'm a medium or something along the lines of that. Decided not to, obviously, but you guys already know that I was, pretty excited to meet a new person, Mr. A, on Saturday. And the last time I talked to them was Monday. Um, and they even, like, the last message I got from them was setting up stuff for Saturday, asking if, like, that was cool. And then, like, I responded and didn't get a response. The first day I was like, okay, whatever. Like, he got busy that day. I kind of expected Tuesday to hear back from him, you know what I mean? Or at least Wednesday, but here we are Thursday and I have yet to get a message back. And it's funny when I talk to people about it, they're like, have you messaged him? I'm like, yeah. Like, not excessively, but throughout the day, you know what I mean? And it's just like, towards the end, I've gotten pretty fucking serious, you know what I mean? Not the kind of like, hope to hear from you, like, hope you're having a good day. I was just basically like, look, like, I think that you're doing this, and, it is what it is, and I left it at that. And if I don't hear from them, I don't hear from them. I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of like on Saturday, I'm not gonna make any definitive plans with anybody, only because like I'm a glutton for pain, so I kind of want to hear what they say. But at the same time, I do think they are kind of busy, and maybe they're like afraid or something. I don't know. I feel like there's an explanation, and I want to know what it is, even though I really shouldn't. I swear, I'm a glutton for pain. You know what I mean? I like to feel the ache, but I don't like you know I don't like being a glutton for pain, and I don't like that I am a really affectionate person. And when I start making a connection with someone, I'm just affectionate. You know what I mean? And so when it seemingly just stops, like it hurts, and I've actually cried because I don't really understand like why they haven't responded, you know what I mean? When they seemed very genuinely interested, um, and then just to have nothing, you know, since Monday morning, like it feels weird to have like them apologize because like I had been trying to make plans and all the like kind of red flags were there. This is that moment where I'm supposed to just walk away and it just sucks. Like I'm thankful at the same time because I'm thankful that the universe keeps bringing me connections, you know what I mean? I can connect with people and flourish them for a little bit, but it'd be nice if they would flourish past 2 weeks, you know what I mean? I feel like 2 weeks has always been my fucking like like a duration of a relationship with me, and in all kinds of relationships, friendships or more. Very seldom do I find someone who actually wants to be my friend past that. Um, it's just it's sucky. You know what I mean? Like I'm appreciative for the connections that I've made this year, and I'm very appreciative for it actually. But I just don't understand. Like with the situation now, it's the sort of thing like I would rather them just tell me like, hey, like X reasons to why I don't want to talk to you no more. You know what I mean? Instead of just leaving a person hanging, I think the worst thing you can do is leave a person wondering, are we hanging out, and then basically it's like so many days pass that you're like, well, I guess we're not. But it's difficult because if I want to make other plans, you know what I mean? Because I only get Saturdays. Saturdays are my one day where I actually get time to myself and I can get away from the house. Like this Saturday, I'm going to my sister Wolf's house, which is going to be amazing. I'm going to be down in Vancouver, where majority of all my friends live, and I'm going to be getting away from the house, which is really detrimental to my mental health. So I don't want to sit here and wait for someone to tell me if we're going to hang out or not when like they should have responded Monday after I said, yeah, that's cool. They just should have been like, sweet, like I look forward to it. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then I was like, I'm looking forward to Saturday. And it's just like I go through the messages and I'm like, okay, there's ample amount of time between each message. And really, it's just like me wondering how they're doing. And it's just like, I feel like a fool. You know what I mean? I feel like the fool yet again, just like investing time and effort into a human being doesn't want to do it for me for whatever reason. Like, I don't understand. But it is what it is. We're gonna spend some time here in Club Cottontail. It's only 12:30, 12:33 to be exact, and I don't resume mermaid duties until 5:30. Like realistically, I wish I had someone to hang out with. I love my Club of Cottontails, but this is a place where I come just to hang out with me, myself, and I, and hope to get someone else to talk to. There ain't nobody else here except for me, unless they're incognitally watching or watching this shit as posted content. There ain't nobody else here talking to me, okay? And like I have, 5 hours until I resume mermaid duties. Like I'd love to hang out with someone. I don't have any friends in my town. I wish on every fiber of my being that I even lived in the outskirts of Vancouver just so I could bus to one of my friends. There's no physical way I could bus to my friends from where I'm living. Like it's like I'm lonely romantically, and then when my romantic loneliness gets to me too much and I don't have friendly interaction, then I start to get a little friendly lonely. But really, I'm not friendly lonely. I'm really just romantically lonely because I have friends that love me and give me affection every day. I have very true blue connections and relationships with people, and it makes me very appreciative. I just would like to know where the romance is. Where is the love? Like the romantic love. Because I have love. Like I'm seriously like if it wasn't for the love that I have, for my daughter for one, from, my best duder and my best bitch, Raymundo and Michelle. I've known Michelle since I was a freshman in high school, and she's the type of person that she's my ride or die. She has my back no matter what. As soon as she knew she was moving back to Oregon, she text messaged me. I woke up to that text message the other day. That was phenomenal. I don't even think she really fully knows how much that text message meant to me because, at that point it had already been 48 hours since I hadn't heard from the person I was supposed to meet, and I was feeling down, and it was really nice to get that message. It's just like something extra exciting to look forward to. But we got the moist content spread. Let me make sure. We'll make sure that they have shared. Cottontail is moist has shared a link. Yes, yes, yes. Flowin with life's moisture. Rainbow content. Because rainbows, which the last meeting, I totally meant to end inside this tube, but we didn't. So, oops, the daisels. Shit happens, right? Alright, content has indeed been spread. We like it like that. Now, because, well, it's just very calming and I'm already kind of feeling just like exhausted, definitely gonna want to have some music. Sour candy. I'm sour candy. Okay, gotta open my Lucky Charms. Smoky Point brand cannabis is produced in top-of-the-line facilities with incredible standards for cleanliness and cultural work environments. That's hard to beat. We live, love, and believe in cannabis. God, that's a great little. Oh wow! So literally, all you have to do is search Smoky Point on. Oh gosh. Okay, the little things. I'm pretty sure that that first one's Instagram. The camera thing, that's Instagram, I'm pretty sure. Snapchat, I know that one. Facebook. The bird, I'm pretty sure is Twitter, and then YouTube. That's cool. Wow. Oh, and then I still have yet to do that. They come with this scan for exclusive content. My Cinderella's Dream had it as well. Maybe we. Oh, look at the Christmas colors. Yeah. That's great. Okay. Whew. Oh, man. Ah, yeah. You want your bitch to purr, buy her flowers. I've actually only had actual flowers, like not marijuana flower, bought in for me a few times. Um, at the time, it was the most loveliest of gestures, but thinking back to it now, not so much. But that's because my previous romantic relationship is completely based on falsification on their side of it. So, whereas I was giving true blue love and affection, I wasn't receiving it. So, whenever I think back to something happy, like, it's the sort of thing I almost want to, like, get rid of things that they gave me, but I like those things. So, it's like I don't want to. It's kind of using that mindfulness of an object will only hold a bad memory if you allow it to. So, finding, like, new things that are great about it aside from like the person. For example, I have quite a few, toys and objects that were given to me in my previous relationship. Most of them, when I look at it, I don't think about them. And if I have one that I would think about them, probably should just get rid of it. Oh, fuck, this smells so good. They're always after me, Lucky Charms. That's what this is, Lucky Charms. It's a hybrid. But no, Smoky Point is delicious because, like I was saying, it's like Fat Panda Buds, but with like an Emerald Jane's price. It is only $30 for an eighth, which by street value you're saving $10. Ah, it smells so fucking good. Oh, she choked on her saliva. Oh, oh, you guys, guess what? I had to destroy some stuff. So it's at like everything is different. Nothing is the same. I went to work offline and did like a bunch of building and then stood back and was like, "Oh, that's not even." Like it was really noticeably not even, so I had to go back through and do like complete revamping. Like, I just was like, I couldn't even. And I'm not 100% happy with, like, the way it looks. Like, I kinda want to change it. But at the same time, I don't because, like, well, I did a lot of work already. Like, like there's a full ass like cage. Like it straight up looks like a wrestling ring. Hold on, I have to. Actually, I'm gonna dive down in this rainbow tube a couple times. So if you don't like fast moving things or like you have a problem with like vertigo, probably shouldn't look at the screen for at least a minute or so because I'm gonna do this a few times because I find this just so aesthetically pleasing. It's why I have this, and eventually it's gonna be even longer. Like this tube isn't even long enough. It still needs so much more to it. Just like I just want a freeform drop down like a tube like that, like where it feels like a minute of dropping. Like I almost want to like take it up as high as I can go and still be able to get inside of it. Because right now it's not very tall at all. Like there's plenty of stuff taller than it. Like the wrestling cage. I Oh man, like so that maybe the middle. I don't know, but the front side totally not the middle. It was just so bad. Like I was like building, building, building. I was like, you know what? We should step back to make sure that it's doing okay. And guess what? It wasn't. Like it was not. This side was bigger than this side. It looks so pretty though, like the design. Oh man, and now I'm kind of disappointed because it's not going to really have like a design per se. It's just going to be a straight row with a little like bloop, a little bloop on the side. It's like a part of me wants to add in little bloops, but it's like I'm just one of those ridiculous people that likes to make more work for myself than I need. When in all actuality, I just want a giant rainbow box. You know what I mean? Like it don't gotta be fancy, just needs to be a rainbow box. Oh, and then oh man, so I apparently don't math good. We already knew this. So I counted out all of this, right? It was looking all sexy and stuff, and I was like, alright, time to count out the other one. Yeah, it didn't go so hot. So basically, I counted it out and I got to this color and I was like, you know what? Let's see if they line up. It was one off. I don't know where it got fucked up, but I was just like, you know what? I'm not even doing this. So I was like, break that down, and I used this one to build around, and that's what I was doing because this made like, are these numbers 100% correct? Who knows? Maybe they're not. Hopefully they are, but they look nice. And now all of the other pillars will be exactly the same. It did end up being a whole lot taller than the original structure would be. As you can see, we have the top of that. So there's a lot more above it. But I kind of want to do like a mosaic on the top. And that's mainly because when you open up the map and you have stuff on the ground, it will show it on the map. So I think it would be cool to have like this giant like rainbow mandala on the top of this. That would be really fun to look at on the map. Big ass amount of space though, so it'll be fun. Fun. I figure as long as we start like with the red, like we do like a ring of like 3 or 4 or some shit, right? And then we like divvy out like shapes, kind of like how we did here. We just like put a little shape, and then as it gets smaller, like it will look fun and interesting. So this is what I did yesterday, actually. I spent basically all day yesterday of my me time. Even if I had wanted to do a meeting, I didn't have a meeting yesterday because I didn't want to. Not because YouTube was down, which it definitely was down, which was crazy. And then I logged on today and everything's like super revamped. Um, but no, I just felt like offline doing some shit. So we're going to be working on that rainbow cube after we smoke a bowl. So let's go back into our dungeon of rainbow. Oh, let's see if I can do this right. Oh, yeah. Sexy. Oh, obviously, rainicorn. can't do rainbow content without a rainbow corn. Like, this is, who are you? Where did you come from that you think you can do that? You could totally do that. You can do whatever you want to. I'm a firm believer, very, very firm believer, that as long as you're following rules, laws, and regulations that you have to, do whatever the fuck you want. Because when you follow rules, laws, and regulations, you're not hurting people. And that's the general consensus. Well, actually, in society, a lot of people will be like, oh, you can't do that simply because I said you can't. Are you breaking any rules? No, just the hateful eyes of my body. Like, don't look, alright, it's as simple as that, but that's just it. Those are people who want to feel a certain type of way, so that's why they come at someone who's living their life, doing it differently than they do, which everyone does, but they feel entitled to tell a person because it's so different than theirs. It's kind of like rich people, poor people. You know what I mean? And not every single rich person and not every single poor person, but there's always going to be that rich person that looks down on people who don't have as much as them, and there's always going to be that poor person that's like, woe is me. You know what I mean? Neither of them want to change their ways and be a better person when there's ways to do both of that on both ends. But, sometimes it's easy to be a victim and sometimes it's easier to be a predator. Like, I prefer to be myself, but I feel like if there's something that I envy, I'm going to ask myself why I envy it, and if I can get it for myself, I'm going to get it for myself. I am sad, though, that I'm pretty sure I've gotten ghosted. Like, I haven't heard from them from Monday, and who knows if I'm going to hear from them today. If I don't hear from them before the end of tomorrow, I'm going to hit up my friend Adam, who showed interest in getting together and be like, hey, you want to be my designated driver? But I think he plans on drinking, so I probably won't catch a ride with him. What I'll probably end up doing, this motherfucker, Mr. A, implanted the mall in my brain, so now I kind of want to go walk around the mall. Can you imagine what the mall looks like right now? They probably have all the Christmas decorations up. So I want to go walk around there. Plus, like, I actually have been, like, putting aside money, so I do have a little bit of cash, and I want to go buy some things for Rainbow, maybe some Christmas gifts that are specifically from me, like I bought for her without anyone else being there. Don't cry. Don't fucking cry. Ugh. And then I want to buy her some clothes, because she does need some more clothes. And then go and have myself a drink or two somewhere. I'm not a big drinker, so I figure $20 for the bar is more than enough. I might put aside 30 just because I tend to be one of those people that gets the $10 drink because it has the most booze in it, and I only have to have two of them, and I'm good, more than good to go. I mean, usually I can do just one. Like if they have an black opal. They have a black opal, which usually ranges from $8 to $10. That thing is so strong. And if the bartender, you can always tell if the bartender thinks you're cute because they make it extra strong. So if the bartender thinks I'm cute, get me an extra strong one and I'll be good with the one. I won't need any more than that. Especially out in a public bar. I don't ever get drunk in public, but especially not at a bar. Bitch. You won't catch me becoming so fucking drunk that I don't know what's going on. And if I do something similar to that, I'm gonna make sure I have people with me. There's one time when I was 21, it was after me and Josh broke up. The day that my Libre, there's some guy in the bar had mentioned that, like, I'd look cuter without it, and I was like, I like me with it. And they were like, well, do you want to make out? And I'm like, well, yeah, kinda. He's like, well, it pokes me when you do, and I don't like it. And I took it out. I don't remember what happened to it. I put my thing in my pocket, because I had all intentions of putting it back in. It disappeared. There's a lot of things I remember about that night, including making out with a set random stranger outside of a Sherry's. Whew. At least I was wearing cute underwear. I just realized that I have a story from when I'm 21 of me making out with a complete stranger that I met at a bar with my ass cheeks hanging out, with like me straddling them outside of a fucking Sherry's. Wow. If I saw that girl, I would think a couple different things, but I think most likely I would think, damn, she's probably having a really good night. And I was. That guy kept trying to get me to go back and do nasty things in his car, and I was like, I don't do that. And then my friend, she kept going, you should do it. And I'm like, you do it. And honestly, she might have. I don't. I remember my going in my friend's car and then eventually getting back home. So like, there's a good portion of that evening that I don't remember. But I know I didn't have sex. I'm good. Ugh. It was such a turn off too. Just the fact that like he was him and his friend. It was so fun. I felt bad for my friend, so they went like and was chatting up some random dudes in this bar, right? And then brings them back over to our table or where like I'm chilling, and they were both just like infatuated with me. Like I can only imagine though, because for one, we're three fatties. All of us are big girls. I was the smallest big girl, and I also was the youngest. So, I'm the thinnest and youngest one out of the group. You know what I mean? And I mean, I personally think that like I'm more attractive than one of the people that I was with, but one of the girls I was with, she's fucking hella sexy, but she's super insecure. So it kind of outdoes the fact that like if I was a dude, I would just want to like put my dick all over her face. Like she's so fucking pretty. Like ugh, but she's so insecure that it kind of makes her unattractive. When a person doesn't feel themselves, like when you're not confident in your own skin, it's a turn off to most people. No one wants to be your parent, you know what I mean? Constantly having to reassure you that like you're beautiful when like clearly the person's talking to you for a reason. I mean, everyone has their down moments. I definitely need someone who can like when I'm feeling down and out and like insecure in my way that I feel insecure, I need them to be there for me. But I think a lot of people automatically think that insecurities are something to do with your physical state of being, and my insecurities are completely mental. So, and it's unfortunate too because usually when someone tries to like help it, not understanding what kind of insecurity I have, they actually make it worse because all they keep saying is like, "Oh, you have such a beautiful body. Like, of course people are gonna want you." I'm like, I know people want me. That's not what I'm insecure about. like you're basically proving my point that people only want me for my body. You know what I mean? Like, but no, I'm gonna make Saturday my bitch, regardless. Dude, like, it's so fucked up because like the red flags are there, and it's like a part of me is like, bitch, even if he messages you, you should ghost. Like, you shouldn't meet this person who doesn't like isn't making as much effort. Like, they were having a consistent conversation, but there would be a lot of times where like they just disappear, and then the next day I would get a message saying, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep, or this, that, or the other thing. So there was always a lot of I'm sorries, and I've only been talking to the person for like a week and a half. Like, too many I'm sorries for a very fresh connection. You know what I mean? So it's like if I meet up with this person, I'm definitely a glut for pain. You know what I mean? Because I should not at all. But I'm intrigued. Plus, I'm a horny fucking bitch, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm the type of person that I read a connection for the way it is, and if I think that they would be DTF, I, I go, I smash. I'm picky. I still smash though. Like most people when they like hear me talk about like slutting it up, they're like, "Yeah." And then like they're like out of curiosity, "What's your number?" And I'm like, "16." And they're like, "16?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have had sex, physical penetration sex with 16 different people." And they're like, and like 6 of those were recent. I'm like, "No. Wait, actually is it 15?" Holy shit, I'm not even at 216 yet. I'm at 15. Because Justin was 13. We had our FWB. And then one other oh my god, I'm not even to 16 yet. The next person will be number 16. Disbelief. Hold on, we got to get the journal. Another good reason why I write this shit down. 15? Seriously? But I mean, I know for a fact that Justin was number 13 because I met him in 2013, and that's when we shabow and chicka bow wow, and then we became boyfriend and girlfriend that same year. So, you know, he was number 13 in the year 2013. And I had a number 12 in 2012 too, which is hilarious. Oh my god, number 15. Oh, okay. Apparently I've only slept with 15 people. I'm trying to make myself even more of a slut. Uh, Number 14. That one's it's gonna be a good one. That's a good one to remember. Oh man. Last time I had sex was August 20th. Oh man, that's sad. But no, I also usually can tell. I'm looking for my forever someone, but whenever I talk to people that are aware of that, it's like they think that I want that with every single person. And it's like, I'm good at reading a connection. I'm not just gonna, like, get with anyone. That is not how it works. If that was the case, I would have already had a boyfriend. You know what I mean? I've had people interested, but they just, like I had one who I was having a mentally down day and they made it completely worse because they were not sensitive, they were not kind in the way they talked to me, and it just let me know like that they're not going to be there for me when I'm down and out, you know what I mean? I find that most people like me and my personality is when we're up and happy and all that sort of stuff. And I need someone that's going to be able to handle all of it, you know what I mean? The whole spectrum that is the Cottontale rainbow. And like my best duder tells me is that I really am one of the realest people that you'll meet, and I just say it like it is. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat things, and that is really difficult for a lot of people to not only grasp but to talk to because it's intimidating. I am an intimidating human being, and I know this. I know that I'm intimidating. It's the reason why I'm Dom. I'm Dom Cottontail all the way, but I'm a motherfucking princess. I like to be pampered, I like to be spoiled, and I like to be doted on. I'm a walking fucking oxymoron. I know this. Cheers. Cheers to all the other oxymorons in the world. The people who are like a cat. A cat's an oxymoron. Pet me, but don't pet me too much. Hug me, but stop hugging me for so long. But I'm the type of person like I've given hugs where people are like, "Okay, Amber, I need you to stop hugging me," and then like I've hugged them into submission before. I get them with the nose nuzzle. None like I'm telling you, you have a really close friend, nuzzle them, like nuzzle in and give them a really good hug. They will love it, and they won't even know that they'll love it until it happens. Like I've had friends that are like, "Stop, stop, stop." Okay, don't stop. This is kind of nice now. They're like, "You're like a warm burrito," and I'm like, I'll take that as a compliment. That's one thing that my friends will tell me. They're like, I miss Amber hugs. They're like, you give the best hugs ever. It's like you're trying to kill me with it. And I'm like, maybe I am. Maybe I am trying to kill you with my hugs. I am looking forward to hang out with my friend Adam. He's always just a fun person to like chill and chat with, and it'll be especially fun catching up with him. Like, I keep thinking that there's not much to catch up on, but I forget that like a lot of people Like, even the ones who know that I'm single, they don't really know how or why or whatnot. And Adam was one of those people who actually was at my engagement party wedding. So I'm sure, I'm sure he'll love to know it. I'm kind of hoping that he brings a friend and that they're cute. Guy or girl, shit. We have a lot of mutual friends, though, so I could go real bad real quick because there's some people that I would not want to hang out with. I wouldn't want to hang out with them at all. Oh, I should probably tell him. I'll be like, do not invite this person. I oh, okay, calm down. It's like my inner chola just wanted to come out, like fucking taking the hoops out and just like putting the hair up. I'm like, oh, like, do you have people that like trigger that in you? It's just like they're such a rancid piece of human being that you're just like, universe, you're testing me. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm sad, but at the same time, like, there's no reason to be sad because I've been myself, so that's that. You know what I mean? And I love me, so. And I've already kind of come to the terms of accepting that when people ghost you, it's not a bad thing. It hurts like fucking hell and it makes no fucking sense, but it's not a bad thing because they did it for whatever reason that they had to. And I'd rather someone ghost me than lead me on and have me continue to flourish somewhere that's something that's going nowhere. So, have I been ghosted? I don't know. Probably. You know what I mean? Um, like, I don't know. That's how it kind of goes. You know what I mean? I've made a lot of connections with people this year. You know, I definitely can make connections with people. It's the continue to flourish them part that I don't know about. But I have some people like this guy named James. I I didn't even want to swipe right. I swiped right on a torso, and I kept telling myself like, "This is stupid." You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a real person. And like, then we like got to talking, made like a real connection, even exchanged phone numbers and pictures and things like that, and then just. Woo! And like the conversation, like I showed it to my best bitch, Michelle, when she visited me the last, and she's like, she literally was like doing this with my phone. She's like, "Where's the rest of it?" I'm like, "That's it." She's like, "It just stops." I'm like, "I know." She's like, "But why?" I'm like, "Dude, it's like, would I be standing here fucking wondering?" And this was like months ago. You know what I mean? Like they ghosted me for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I feel like what I think it is that some people probably hear something about my life that's too much for them, but I think some of them they're not expecting someone to be as real as I am. They're expecting me to have some kind of fakeness to me because they found me on Tinder. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I'm verified on Tinder for a reason, bitch. Like, there may be tons of catfish and tons of fake people and tons of people just wanting to pretend to be something else or searching for a damn unicorn. But there is a handful of people on there that are just real people who are actually trying to make real connections. But there ain't enough of them. Where are the real people at? And so recently there's been some girls that came across mine, and I just like you can usually tell when someone comes across because they liked you. You know what I mean? It's like, why did you put this person front and center? You know what I mean? So many times I've had that happen where the same person comes across, and I'm like, and one time I swiped right, and I, in fact, matched with them. I've had that happen with a few really cute girls, but man, women intimidate me. And then especially when they have the message to, like, chase me. I'm like, bitch, I ain't chasing you. I'm like, you got donuts? I'll chase the donuts. Not really. Donuts actually don't sound good. Oh no. I feel like my baby box is getting ready to boom. I'm in like a weird mood. It could also though be that Monday, and this is why we're gonna make sure that this weekend is bomb because Monday is another Social Security appointment. Fucking not looking forward to that appointment. My body still hurts from the physical appointment. So I'm not looking forward to the mental one. It just, they poke and prod and they get you to feel about certain things, and it's just like, not looking forward to it. Alright. Nom, nom, nom. I'm gonna reload that. I think it's, yeah, it's got like a hit left in it. But I'm ready to just build and talk to myself as we've been doing. Lots of lurkers and probably incognito Cottontails to boot. So hopefully y'all are having a good day, and hopefully, especially if you're returning, talk to a bitch. If you're new, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. This is my club of Cottontails, a place that I created for me to be me. And it helps me mentally and physically along the way. But if you're returning, why not chat? Why not say hello? Why not ask me a question or four? But what we're doing is simply some rainbow content. God, it's so fucking satisfying. Oh, too far. Um, that was satisfying as fuck. So I'm just making a giant rainbow box. Essentially, a rainbow box is very fitting because I wouldn't have my rainbow baby if I hadn't experienced my last romantic relationship, and everything that's inside this box is representative of that relationship. 2D pixels and things created on anniversaries, and there's the giant wedding photo. So it's just like stuff that I put time and effort into that I don't want to destroy because one, they're impressive, and two, I took the time to do it. But there's no point in destroying it. I feel like that's being hateful when I can be positive um, and look at it in the aspects that without all of that fuckery, I wouldn't have my daughter. You know what I mean? Like, I had to, because she was born in 2018, and I got married in 2016. So I had to get married in order for her to exist. So it's not a bad fucking thing, right? I mean, it fucking sucks, and I still just I want to be married. Like, I want to be in a committed relationship where I can just grow and thrive and enjoy life with my family. You know what I mean? Like, I want that, but you know, um, like recently, and I feel like he always just says shit to like be mean, but recently he shared with me the fact that when I became pregnant with Rainbow is when he was done with the facade. And I know that's when he was done with it because he became even more malicious in the things that he would say and do. Mm. Sad it has to get destroyed, but damn it is it pretty. When I was doing this last night, it was so much fun just like destroying the pillars. But yeah, basically this is not in the middle. So originally I had like this super phenomenal design planned out, but that's not in the middle. It looks like it is, but it's like it's not. And because it's not, the design was just all sorts of fucked up. So I decided just to do very basic sort of rainbow box, which is what I originally planned on doing. Was just like a rainbow box, but 'tis changed. Still gonna be a rainbow box, but without all the fancy design. Yeah, like I said, this is what I was doing yesterday, and I kind of thought about just doing it again, because, the chances that we actually get someone to come chat with me, very slim. Most people just tune in for whatever reason. Like, both lurkers have now taken off, so who knows what they were tuning in for, you know what I mean? But I hope you have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. I wonder, let's see if there's any opinions. Oh, yeah, we have one dick like. That's what's up. Usually after someone's been here, there's always an opinion. Usually. And we do thank you to the one person who wanted to leave me some dick. I ain't getting no dick. Last dick I had was August 20th. So thank you. I appreciate your dick like. You can leave your opinion in as well. It's in the form of a like for Cottontail or a like for dick. It is your way of showing YouTube, like, hey, I like this. And really, it's just that. It's an opinion. And YouTube likes all opinions, regardless of what it is. Me and YouTube are one and the same like that. But yeah, thank you. Thank you to that person because all I see is that one individual decided to not just click on the Club Cottontail meeting, but then decided to click on the bar to bring up the opinion section and leave their opinion. So the motherfucker clicked it 3 times and watched me, potentially listening to me for whatever reason. Maybe they were recording me. Maybe they were talking shit. Who fucking knows? People do that a lot. Like, as if I'm supposed to care. See, I feel like people don't understand that when you live your truth, when you live the truth, it doesn't hurt you when people repeat what you say or do because it's like, yeah, I said that, I did that, like this is me, how you doing, like plus I'm a very firm believer in following those rules, those laws, those regulations that you have to and then just simply enjoying your life, you know what I mean? So,